Thank you, Sandra. Good afternoon, comrades. My name is Adu and I'm from the Renters and Housing Union. We gather here today to celebrate the international workers of the world. For centuries, working people across the world have dared to struggle, whether it be for day-to-day shop floor wins or more ambitious, societal and sometimes revolutionary change. Part of that struggle is the fight for shelter. There is a long history in this country of dispossession. To this day, First Nations people disproportionately face housing insecurity. But just as much as there is a shameful history, there is also a history of unions fighting for affordable, secure and safe housing for all. Whether it be the Waterside Workers Federation, who produced documentaries of the inner city slums, the Builders Labourers Federation, who defended Indigenous-run housing, or even the CFMEU, the ETU, the AMWU and the Plumbers Union refusing to demolish Aston Gardens Estate and saving essential and vital public housing. Today, the Victorian government is on the path to demolish every single public housing tower. All 44 housing towers are to be demolished and flogged off to the private sector. Shameful. By demolishing public housing, the state government is leaving teachers, nurses, tradies, pensioners, single mothers, disabled children, all to the whims of the private market. The only thing that will do is drive up your rent, your mortgage. It'll make housing even more obscenely expensive for your kids and the generations thereafter. Public housing isn't just free stuff for people rorting the welfare system. Governments and their mates in the private sector perpetuate this myth to trick working people to not care about public housing, to trick you that housing isn't a fundamental right that we are all owed. Not only will privatisation jack up rents and mortgages, but it means working people will have nowhere to go if the private market shuts them out, as it does constantly. The Renters and Housing Union has been organising those who increasingly can't afford their rent, who face shoddy conditions in their own homes. Conditions at work and conditions at home are both inherently union business. Landlords can't operate without the rent of their tenants, just as employers can't operate without the labour power of their employees. But just by ourselves as individuals, we can't possibly hope to push back. What gives us leverage then is solidarity. So say it with me. When workers are under attack, what do? Wasn't loud enough, trade tool. When workers are under attack, what do? When unions are under attack, what do? When people's fundamental right to public housing, to a roof over their head is under attack, what do? When a sweet deal or factional rivalry gets between solidarity between unions, that's when we falter. The union movement must fight not only against the government's plan to privatise public housing, but proactively for a better housing future for all. We can only do that through, again, say it with me, union power. Union power! Not loud enough, trade, so come on. Union power! Union power! Union power! Thanks, comrades.